Hi guys, it's Elaine here, the Animal Reiki Lady, and I'm coming to you live today from inside the RV. Yes, we all know where we all are, stuck in our homes. And just so, in case you start to lament where you happen to be sheltering in place, I am a full-time RVer. So my husband and I share 500 square feet of space with 3 dogs. So think about that next time you're feeling cooped up. I can tell you what it really feels like to be cooped up. So we're going to give everybody a second to join in. For those of you who may be catching this on the replay, either whether it's on Facebook or on IGTV or on YouTube, because I post it everywhere, um, you know that I like to go live. So I don't do anything that's scripted, and I love to go live, and I'm surrounded by animals. Most of the time I'm surrounded by all kinds of animals. It's been just my 3 dogs recently, except for the animals with whom I connect through distance Reiki, and that's really the story that I want to share with you today. So hi everybody who's joining me live. I hope you're all having a great day wherever you are. I think my friends in the Midwest, it's a rainy day. If you're here in Colorado, we are having a beautiful, glorious, sunshiny day. May sneak out for a walk with the dogs later on. And I'm not sure on the East Coast what you guys are doing in Florida and Philly, where all my family and friends are. So hi everybody again, it's great to see you. So today what I called this video was rethinking the way we say goodbye. In fact, oh, it didn't even show up. So that's what it's going to be called. Rethinking the way we say goodbye when it's time for our pets to transition, when it's time for our pets to head to the Rainbow Bridge. And why does this subject come up for me? It comes up for me a lot, and I make no apologies for that. For whatever reason, animals, and thank you for the love hearts, thank you for the thumbs up. So I'm hoping this means that you guys can see and hear me okay. As you know, I reside in the Rocky Mountains, and internet being what it is everywhere, it gets a little sketchy, and every once in a while the videos recently have been breaking up. So I will try to talk. Oh, Jill, how are you? Jill is joining us from France. And in France, you're having a gorgeous day? Awesome. I can't wait to come visit you. As soon as this is up, I can't wait to start getting my airline tickets again. I miss airports. I don't know if anybody else is like that like me, but I love to fly and I love to go to airports. Anywho, way off the topic. Rethinking the way we say goodbye. And this comes up for a couple reasons. Recently, a few pets have reached out to me, and their humans have reached out to me because it has been their time to transition. And it has been my immense honor to be present during the time of transition with the human and their pet. The most recent was the night before last, and I was going to do this yesterday, but I was still feeling a little tender inside. The most recent was the night before last when my mother-in-law's cat passed away unexpectedly. Kitty Kitty was 13 years old, and Kitty Kitty died very suddenly, like immediately. They sat down to have dinner, and Kitty Kitty literally something happened that caused him to fall off the back of the sofa, and by the time he had landed on the floor, he was already on the Rainbow Bridge. My mother-in-law and sister-in-law reached out to me right away, and I'm going to tell you this little story, and there's a reason for it. Obviously, they were distraught because it was so unexpected. Sometimes we can prepare for when our animals pass, but when something unexpected like that happens, it really hits us close to home, and it can be hard and traumatic when something like that happens. I also, some of you may know this, some of you may not, 1 or 2 days a week I spend at a pet memorial. It's called Pet Cremation Services, and I go there a couple days a week to work with clients who have lost their pet and are looking to memorialize their pet. So their animal companion has passed. At that point, it's all aftercare, but I get to connect with them on such a very personal level. Oftentimes, they are distraught. There's no, their range of emotions runs from I'm happy that my pet is now out of pain to I'm so distraught because I don't know what to do with myself now that my animal companion has passed. And that's really what happens most frequently, is the sadness and the depth of the grief of the human companion. And so thanks Lumina, thanks for letting me know that you can see and hear me okay. Okay, so what do we want to talk about? When I connect, you guys know, I'm an animal Reiki practitioner and teacher. I go into meditation, I open my heart, I open my mind, I suspend all disbelief. My disbelief has long flown out the window, and tomorrow when I tell you the story of Dudley, yours will too. I suspend all my disbelief. I open my mind, open my heart, and quiet my mind and connect with the animals that are past and present. And I can tell you right now, one of the biggest concerns when people reach out to me and say, would you please work with my pet who is ready to transition? I've worked with several dogs and a couple of cats, one horse who have been ready to transition, all from various illnesses or age. And one of the biggest concerns that people express to me is, can you please make sure that my pet makes it safely to the Rainbow Bridge? A little bit makes me cry, a little bit gets me a little emotional, so deep breath. Now that we've been talking about kitty kitty, just kind of let that go for a little bit. People want to make sure that their animal is not stuck. They want to make sure that their animal companion is safe. They ask me to make sure that their animal companion doesn't miss the Rainbow Bridge. That's the only way that I know how to put it. And here is what I get from every single animal, from the smallest toad that gets hit by a car to whatever pet it may be. Every single animal, when it comes their time to transition, they don't miss anything. They go right to the Rainbow Bridge. I promise you, with all of my heart, every single animal has let me know to tell their human companion that everything is good. They're happy, they're safe, they feel such a sense of love, they return right back to that beautiful, pure, positive love that they first came from. That's the number one message I get from every single animal with whom I work. So I'm just going to read a comment here real quick. Lumina says, my cat Mary, miss her so much. I know she came to me with a mission. Lumina, that is so true. I say this all the time. Every animal, every single animal comes into our life for a reason. And those with whom we share companionship, like for example, I've got my 3 dogs right here. They're all seniors. Those with whom we are companions on such a deep spiritual, emotional level, they've really come to us for a reason. Where they have come to teach us something. Animals are our greatest teachers. But here's the thing, that they don't get stuck going to the Rainbow Bridge. When it is their time to transition, please, I can tell you, I've worked with so many animals that I know this so deeply in my heart. They don't get stuck. Their energy doesn't get stuck. They don't get lost. I know that Kitty Kitty, the download that I got from Kitty Kitty was that by the time he had felt a sharp pain behind his eye, and he felt himself falling off the couch, before he even hit the floor, he was on the Rainbow Bridge. So he wanted my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law to know that he felt no pain, other than he was equally as surprised. He didn't realize that it was his time to go, went right to the Rainbow Bridge, and is so happy and so joyful. That is what I get from every pet, the happiness and the joy and the amazing love. Where they get stuck is here in their physical bodies. And the reason that they may get stuck is because they sense our pain. So when we know, for example, I've worked with several dogs who have passed from cancer. When we know that our pet is terminally ill, our logical mind goes into gear. We understand what pain is. We know what the word cancer means. We actually project our fears and our own worry and our own pain. Our dogs and cats and other pets pick up on that immediately. They know. And when we are afraid to let them go. So that's another thing. We have spent a lifetime with these animals, 15, 16, 13, 10, whatever the number of years is that you have connected with your animal. They're part of your family now. And the thought of letting them go causes us grief. There's no denying that. We're sad. We don't want them to go. We want them to stay a part of our life forever. And when they sense that anxiety coming from us, they stay. And sometimes they stay. I'm trying not to get emotional myself. Deep breath. Sometimes they stay because they're trying to alleviate our anxiety and our pain, despite the amount of pain that they're in. So cats are really good at this. This is a good example. Cats are really good at hiding their pain. And so they will not let on when they're in pain, because they don't want to see you with your own fear, anxiety, and pain. They don't want you to feel that pain that they're feeling. So there are ways around this. I say rethink the way we say goodbye. Our pets are going to a beautiful place. They have been our animal companions and part of our lives for a very specific reason. They are so full of love. Our animals just love us unconditionally. Unconditional love is what they show for us. And when they go to the Rainbow Bridge, that love doesn't disappear. I've told you this before too. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that that love does not disappear. And so if we rethink the way we say goodbye, instead of sharing with them our feelings of pain, anxiety, fear, and loss, we share with them that they are perfect, they're beautiful, we love them, we thank them. We're so grateful for everything that they have ever shared with us. We're grateful for the time they spent with us. And even though when it's their time to go, we know that they are going to someplace beautiful. And so we help them to transition. We don't let them get stuck here in pain. Deep breath. We don't let them be stuck here. We allow them to go on their own terms. I know that is easier said than done. I have had some practice at it, but still I cry when Kitty passed away. And I have to tell you, when I tell you the story of Dudley, still makes me, I mean, Dudley I spent hours crying over. But they're tears of beauty. They're tears of joy, tears of love. So for me, it has been a lifetime of practice connecting with animals. For those of you who may be watching this video, you may be uncertain about that, or you may not know how, or you don't understand what to do, reach out to me. Let me know. It would be my honor. I'm going to continue to share a couple of these stories. They've come to me recently, and I'm going to share a couple of these stories of pets in transition. But reach out to me, send me a private message. It would be my honor to also show you how to do this, to teach you, because I can do it. I've reached out to so many pets, and it feels so wonderful when they connect with me. I'm so grateful for them, for allowing me to connect with them at this most special time of their life. But the most important human companion in their life is you. And if you would like to know how to make that deep connection, how you can make that change in your animal's transition, how you can help ease their transition and make it something peaceful and beautiful and lovely, and such a lovely memory for you to have once they have passed. So just let me know. I would love to show you how. I would love to work with you. In the meantime, know that if your pet has recently passed, they have passed to a place of beauty and peace and love, and there is nothing that you have to worry about. They're safe. In fact, they're probably watching over you right now. And if you'd like to know how to connect with them on the Rainbow Bridge, go back a couple videos and check that out. I will continue to talk about this subject for as long as the animals inspire me. And I hope that everybody in the world, wherever you are, from France to the US to Australia, if you're catching this video live or if you're catching it on the replay, I wish you amazing amounts of love and peace and connection with your animal wherever you are. Have a good day. I will talk to you again soon. Much love. Bye.